Good afternoon. Today's webinar is about answering the question, how do you know when it's time to trade in your RealCare Baby? We will be providing some information to key questions that will help you make this decision for your program. RealCare Babies are built to last, and that is a fact. They had to be built tough to withstand the constant use and hopefully not abuse by students year after year. How long do RealCare Babies last is not the same answer as how do you know when it's time to trade in your RealCare Babies? Let's explore why. Do any of these babies look familiar to you? Are you looking at any familiar faces here? Well, if so, you have old babies. How old? Well, let's just say that by now, some of them could have graduated from college. Let's take a closer look at finding out just how old your babies are. As you can see by the photos, there are many older generations of baby that are discontinued. When older models are discontinued, it means that the technology is old and is no longer supported. Now, you may have some very old models that are still working. However, if something happens to them and we are unable to get replacement parts and service them, that would not be a good thing. We currently service RealCare Baby II Plus that are under warranty, but that is all. That is why we highly encourage purchasing RealCare Baby 3 when you have models that are discontinued and no longer supported. Now, if you're using older models, it would be very disruptive to your program if any of them should or could have technical issues. Now, let's think about technology. Think of baby as you would a cell phone. Say after about 5 years, the technology is old and outdated. Baby is basically a computer wrapped in a baby's body. Think of your computer use and the lifespan of that technology. We feel that's a good analogy for understanding when it's time to trade in your babies. For example, the computer inside baby is what makes the simulation experience as realistic as possible. Baby needs the head and neck support. It has the cry and sounds of a real infant. The diapers must be changed physically, and the baby must have a bottle put up to its mouth and fed. So let's take a close look at the condition of each of your babies. Are they worn out? Are they damaged in any way? Are they full of pen and ink stains? Or if they are showing some wear and tear, it may be a good time to consider getting new babies. Now, RealCare Baby 3 is currently available with a 2 or a 5-year warranty. Now, if you still have RealCare Baby 2 Plus, you can check to see if your baby is still under warranty. And if it is, it will be serviced until it's no longer under warranty. All other older baby models are no longer under warranty. Now, the warranty length for batteries is 1 year. If your babies and or your batteries are out of warranty, it's a great idea to consider replacing them at this time. How do you program your babies? Another very important consideration when looking to update your baby program is asking which method do you use to program your babies? Now, if you're currently using the older handheld control unit, we strongly suggest that you consider moving to the Control Center software. It is very user-friendly and it will save you a lot of programming time. The control unit is discontinued and is no longer supported. Now, the Control Center software works in tandem with the X-Stick wireless communication device to program baby. Now, the X-Stick is a communication device. It looks kind of like a flash drive, and it sends the programming commands to baby's computer. It also communicates all of the simulation reports at the end of the simulation. So a student simulation report is created automatically when baby is returned, making assessment instantaneous. So let's take a closer look at the simulation report available with this Control Center software. But before we get to the report, I do want to bring up one other point, and that is the battery issue. Now, if your babies are fairly new and just need new batteries, you can contact us several ways in order to order these battery replacement kits that we offer. Now, the current kit is $150 per kit. If you are unsure if it's batteries you need or another issue, we urge you to check with our product support team first. And you can do that at productsupport@realityworks.com, or you can call us toll free at 800-830-1416, choosing option 2. And you can also go to our website at realityworks.com, and you can click on Contact Us, and you can submit the form above. So, and again, you can also email at information@realityworks.com. So there are multiple ways you can reach out to us in order to get the things that you need. So now let's take a look at that sample student simulation report that we spoke of. Now, if you update to RealCare Baby 3, there will be additional data provided in that student report. Now, this two-page report that you see on the screen is a feature of RealCare Baby 3 only. RealCare Baby 2 Plus reports only the page 1 of the data that you see on the screen. The simulation report, page 1, includes all information from the student's simulation experience relating to those 4 care events: burping, rocking, diaper changing, and feeding. The top of the report identifies the student, the baby, and the start and end times, as well as any quiet times. And you can see that it shows the total amount in minutes that the baby cried during the simulation. And the fewer the minutes of crying time, the better. That's what we're aiming for. The performance overview percentage is calculated based on the performance data. So first, it will check to see how many care events were successfully handled, and you can see it shows the total number during the simulation, and then the number that the student successfully handled on the left side. Now, when you look on the right side of page 1, it reports any mishandle events and deducts those points from the proper care percentage. And then this results in the overall performance overview score. So you as the instructor have the ability to adjust that score individually for students in the software, as well as changing that overall rubric. So the report also shows how many times each ID was used. Now that last bit of information on the detail on the bottom of page 1 shows the date and the time that any missed care or mishandle events occur. So it's easy to identify if a student has a particular pattern of, say, head support failures or the like that you could address with them. Maybe they need to work on that. Or you can also see, for example, if they are a hard sleeper and have a tough time waking up in the middle of the night, to address some of those care events that will show up as well. Now, page 2 of the simulation report is what we call the environmental care data. The first part is the temperature, and that is graphed over time to show if the baby has gone outside of what we consider the safe zone. So it also shows each item of clothing that was worn during the simulation and when. So if there are large chunks of time when no clothing or diaper is worn, that would definitely be a talking point with your student. And lastly, RealCare Baby 3 will report time in the car seat. And car seat detection has been a very great addition to our report, because now instructors will know if the student has picked up the baby out of the car seat and interacted with it like you would a real infant. So let's take a look here. If you update your babies, what kind of training is available? So you should rest assured that we offer several different options. Now, there are many different ways you could get up to speed on using your RealCare Baby 3 and your Control Center software. We first provide a live on-site option where a trainer comes to you and spends the day doing a hands-on interactive training with all things relating to baby. So you learn how to program, you use baby in demonstration mode and practice, then you actually program a simulation to deploy it, and lastly, you learn how to interpret that assessment report. We also spend time on the curriculum and on the lesson assets available, as well as other RealityWorks products that can help extend the experience. Now, there is also a 2-hour webinar available that focuses specifically on RealCare Baby. It focuses on how to program it and also includes implementation of some best practices. Now, you can choose from dates already on the calendar. We offer this type of training once a month for $149 per individual. Or you can choose the group webinar option. This gives you the ability to choose the date and time that works best for you and your staff, and that's $499. And there are also dozens of free resources located on our product support website, such as video tutorials and free archived webinars on a variety of RealCare Baby related topics. And I'm going to take you out to our realityworks.com right now and show you that. So you'd click on support, and if you scroll down just a little way, you can see free RealityWorks webinars. When you click on that, you'll click on RealCare Total Parenting Experience, and that will take you to all of the upcoming RealCare webinars like today's, and then again, all of the past webinars that are archived. And there's just a bunch of good ones in there, especially if you're newer to RealCare. There's one in here called Where Do I Begin with Baby? And there's also one strictly on getting organized. So those two are great, especially if you're newer to the program. Also, if you go into support, you will see RealCare Infant Simulator support. If you click on that very first button, you will see 7 different topic areas. And within each of those topic areas, there are tutorial videos, short, very focused videos to help answer any question you might have. There are Q&As, frequently asked questions. There are also some written documents. So there's a lot of things in here that we've tried to put out there for our customers to make it very user-friendly and to get your questions answered immediately without having to even make a call. But of course, you always have that option available to you. So let's again look at RealCare Baby 3 features. RealCare Baby 3 now will make your student experience even more realistic than those previous generations. So that temperature sensing feature records the ambient temperature around the baby throughout the simulation and then graphs it on the report, showing if baby was left for long periods in a hot or cold environment. Now, sadly, we see stories like this on the news about infants being left in hot cars and actually dying. So this life-saving lesson that we have can help prevent this. Clothing detection gives students practical experience for dressing infants for environmental conditions. It can also foster the habit of dressing baby appropriately for the time of day, such as putting baby in a sleeper at bedtime or wearing outerwear if taken out in the cold weather. And third, car seat detection was designed to help prevent plagiocephaly, also known as flathead syndrome. In recent years, there's been a dramatic increase in this condition, mostly due to infants being left in car seats and swings for long periods of time. Now, this lesson teaches the importance of interacting with baby, changing position, and having tummy time to strengthen head and neck muscles. Because there's no update path or kit from RealCare Baby 2 Plus to 3, to get these new features, you will need to purchase a RealCare Baby 3. So if you purchase a RealCare Baby 3, what will it come with? Here's what each RealCare Baby 3 includes. First of all, it comes clothed in a two-piece outfit. It will also come with a sleeper, an infant bodysuit, 2 color-coded diapers, one with a yellow patch and one with a green, 1 bottle, 5 wristbands and 1 ID, and then some sort of charging mechanism based on the number of babies you've purchased. It could be a single charger, or it may be a 5-baby charging station. And lastly, when you ordered, you will have chosen the length of your warranty, either a 2 or a 5-year warranty. Now, to manage your program, you will also need what we call a starter kit. These components include the control center software, curriculum, the X-Stick wireless communication device, the participant care video, and instructor key, all of which you see on the screen in front of you. Now, we also do have the optional accessory package, and if you ordered that, babies can be ordered with or without the accessory package, but it includes the diaper bag, the blanket, and the car seat with the detector kit. Now, the car seat detection kit can be used with any car seat model if you already have some of your own, but only RealCare Baby 3 will report those results. So car seats are great because babies need to be put in a safe place to sleep or when it's not being interacted with. Just a reminder that there are 7 skin tones available in both genders, so you can customize your program to match any local demographics, or you can mix and match any way you'd like. So, taking a look at the curriculum. A curriculum is definitely available and comes with it in the starter kit, and you as a customer actually have access to 4 different complete curricula, and each one has a slightly different focus. Basic infant care teaches those childcare career skills, and it's especially helpful if you've got a childcare certification that your students are working toward. Healthy choices is what we consider a pregnancy prevention or high school sex education program, focusing on such things as relationships, healthy communication. There is reproduction, birth and delivery, prenatal development. And then that one ends with a unit on living out the life of a teen parent if you don't make good decisions. The third one is called parenting. And this is more or less our age 0 to 3 curricula that is used for child development and parenting classes. It talks about things like early literacy, play and recreation, bonding and nurturing your child, brain development. So there's lots of good content in that one. And then we now also do have a middle school curriculum that we call Life Skills and Healthy Choices for Middle School Students. And it's written by middle school teachers for middle school students at that level. Again, it teaches things about peer pressure, adolescence and changes to the body. It goes through making good decisions about sexuality. It does have a reproduction unit, and it also does end with them taking baby home to experience the life of a teen parent. So if you haven't looked at the curricula that we have available, we urge you to do so. There's so many dozens of lessons and activities that can help save you time and energy in the program. All right, so now is the perfect time to take advantage of our new fall trade-in program. Now until November 30th, you can get $50 of trade-in credit for trading in 1 to 3 babies. You can get 75 for 48 babies and $100 of credit for 9 or more. For example, if you traded in 2 babies and you purchased 2 babies, that means you would get $50 off of each baby. So this is a 1-for-1 discount. Now this year, when you send your babies back in, we are also offering a $50 coupon to be used on our online store. You can also click on our health assessment button on the trade-in link, and this will take you to the webpage that you see on the screen. And this will take you through answering a series of questions designed to help you understand exactly what you have and if you need anything for your program. Lastly, we'd like to leave you with a helpful tip from our product support team. Now, the average life of the rechargeable batteries in baby is approximately 3 to 5 years. Now, much of the lifespan depends on how the batteries were used and taken care of. So, we recommend when you charge those babies, plug them in overnight, charge it, and then unplug it. There is no benefit to be gained for leaving babies plugged in for months at a time. In fact, it can hurt the life of your batteries if you do so. Another thing to keep in mind is if you store your babies for 3 months or more at a time, perhaps over summer, or maybe you use babies only one semester, it's recommended to get them out and do a full charge once every 3 months. This will help again prolong that battery life. Again, we urge you to keep your babies stored in a dry and clean environment. These are technology products and um, basically computers and a baby, so we want to keep those in good condition. If your babies do need to be stored perhaps in an outside shed or in a environment that's very cold or very hot, we do recommend that you bring them into your room and allow them to moderate for a day before you use them. And also, you have to watch out for water condensation in those cases as well. Allow time for that condensation to evaporate before you use your babies. So we thank our product support team for those helpful battery tips today because it can really make a difference in the bottom line battery life that you have. So at this time, I guess I would open it up for any questions that anyone would have. We've reached the end of the content that we hope to cover today. So it's now our Q&A time. If you have a question, please type it into the chat area and we would love to answer your questions. And we'll give you a minute or so here just to see if there are any. Well, seeing that there are no questions in our question box today, I would just love to leave you with, again, if you've got more questions after the webinar today, you can reach out toll free at 800-262-3806 or email us at information@realityworks.com. Thank you very much for participating in today's webinar, and we really hope that we've helped you um, answer or ask some key questions today about how to know when it's time to trade in your RealCare babies. Thank you.